Well, how fantastic. The weather has finally warmed up. We have some lovely sun. The evenings are a lot warmer and we're planting out. I haven't made a video for a little while as we sadly had a family bereavement. So that's why. But it's nice to be back now. And what I thought I'd do today is give you a quick tour of the plots and just see what we're up to, as we have been doing work in between the showers that I haven't been filming. So I'll show you where we are. So we're on plat 1, and this is the raised bed that you saw me planting onions and lettuces and radishes in. The lettuces are humongous and a couple of those will be coming home tonight. The radishes, we've been pulling a few radishes, there's a few there, over the time. And here are our onions. Now some of the onions are doing really well, and some of the onions are doing not so well. And I'm going to investigate later on today whether we've got some onion fly, which may have caused that problem. So I'll take you down. So these are our Mange 2 peas that are doing really well, and this is a variety, it's a French variety that I haven't grown before. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it up on screen. And look at the beautiful flowers. I mean, they're just fabulous. It's worth having them just for the flower. And here's a few that are obviously flowered and will soon set some peas. But they do look rather wonderful on the trellis. It'll be nice to see what they're like to eat. Here are our potatoes, which again are looking absolutely fantastic. We covered them with leaf mulch earlier on, and that saved them being chilled with the frost. These are some peas that looked extremely sad, and I did think that I was going to have to pull them out. These are podding peas. Can't remember what they're called, but I think I might be able to find the label and again put that up on the screen. So they're doing well. They've picked up with the warmth. The fennel, they're fattening up now, and it won't be long until we can start picking some of those, and they're looking really good. Some spring onions and a row of lettuces. Just here we had some spinach, and we got 2 very large pickings from that spinach, but we've took them out about a day or so ago, and I put in a row of tomatoes. Our strawberries are looking good. They've been flowering, and we've mulched the strawberries now, given them a good feed and water, and as you can see, it won't be long until we have some beautiful strawberries. In our raised tank we normally sow carrots, but this year I'm thinking of putting in some sweet potatoes, just because we've had terrible carrot fly, so I don't really want to sow carrots here again. So on the other half of plot 1, so this is the other half of plot 1, and our absolutely beautiful lettuces. The reason the cages are over them is to stop the pigeons eating them, but we've had 2 enormous pickings, but the lettuces look absolutely gorgeous in here. I don't know if you can see them or how well you can see them, but they are beautiful all the way along. They're just fantastic. I'll be picking some more in a couple of days, and look at the colour of these. This is Bijou lettuce. Fantastic, deep, dark red lettuce. Look at this beauty. Along the back here we've got some spinach, 2 rows of spinach. It's a variety I haven't grown before, and it's supposed to not go to seed so quick. And it seems to be holding up really well. And again, you can see, need to take the cages off and pick it. And then we've got half a row of chard along here, and that's just for picking for mixed leaves to make a salad mix with the different colours. And that is looking good still. Really nice colours on the leaves and the stems, if you can see. Not really, but they are. I'll do some filming when the cages are off and you'll be able to see a bit better. And then we have some peas, and these are sugar snaps, and they're fed a lot better in the cold, wet weather. They're really looking good, and they're in flower. Lots of flowers, so it won't be long until we've got some sugar snap peas ready for our stir fries and dinner and salads. Then we've got 3 rows of dwarf beans, green, yellow and purple, and they're picking up now. The purple ones looked a little bit frayed around the edges. That might be just because it was a bit windy, but it won't take long. They'll pull round and give us a nice crop soon. And then we have some vacant space that we'll probably put some tomatoes, sweet corn and other things in. Haven't quite decided yet, but we've got a little bit of weeding to do. You can see the weed pressure along here. At the back there are our runner beans and a few yellow leaves, probably from the wind, but they're actually picking up and going up the poles now, so they'll start romping away in this weather. And then we have our broad beans here, which are humongous great things. I planted these in the autumn, in probably October, maybe a bit later, I can't quite remember now, but sort of autumn sowing. They are full of pods, absolutely full. I'm not quite sure how we're going to eat all of these broad beans, but they are full. And I did put 3 rows in, but they've all merged into one big blob. So it'll be very interesting to see how I get to pick them. However, the downside is we have black fly. Just noticed that a day or so ago. So today's job will be spraying them with some soap and water to get the black fly off. Here's the bees again, just pollinating the flowers for us. And there's Mrs. or Mr. Ladybird helping us with our black fly problem. Eat away, my darlings. The thing about soap and water is that it doesn't hurt the ladybirds at all, or any other insects. It just kills the black fly. And then along here we have our autumn sown onions. The back ones there were sets that I put in, and these are from seed. They're doing quite well, split, but I will be taking them out because I noticed that I have white onion rot. I know that I've got this on the plot, but it's not always all over, so you have to test different areas to see whether the onion rot is there or not. But I seem to have it on a patch here, so I shall take any infected plants out and take home and put into the council compost bin. But they're beginning to yellow. I need the space, so I'm just going to take them out and not push my luck with them. And as I said, you know, they're not a bad size. They're quite good. Definitely very edible. And here are our sweet peas, and the first sweet pea to open. Look at that, beautiful. And again, to bring in the birds and the bees and all the nice things. And they're going to look gorgeous once all of that's in flower. Just walking around quickly. It's our compost bins, and in 2 of these I put some spring onions in here, and actually this is some rocket, but that's going to seed. But the spring onions in here are doing well, and they'll be ready to pick. So this looks like how I might be growing some of my onions in the future, in tubs rather than in the ground. And here are the lovely runner beans, doing really well. I'll just pick off some of those yellowing leaves down here, but the rest are looking healthy and beginning to climb. What more can you ask for? And that's plot 1.